Welcome back inside our Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center, sponsored by Acres, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Acres, solutions for every field. Well, an exciting weekend over the weekend for Nebraska Soccer, an exciting weekend coming up as the Huskers clinched a share of the Big Ten title and will now host the first round of the Big Ten tournament coming up on Sunday. And here to talk with us about it is Sadie Waite, a sophomore. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Man, how exciting was that on Sunday? And the day after your birthday, right?
Yes, it was a great birthday present. My parents came all the way down, too, to celebrate it a little bit. But, yeah, it was quite the exciting game for us.
All the way from Canada?
Yes.
They drove down all the way from, or flew down from Canada?
Yeah, they drove. It was only 8 hours, so they made the drive. Yep.
That's awesome. Is that the first time they've been able to see you guys this year?
They've come quite a bit, actually. Yeah, they've been the parent group that we have on the team is amazing, too. So they've made a couple trips down so far.
That's awesome. Well, take me through, because immediately when the game ended, you guys were all celebrating. Did you know what was happening, what was unfolding? Because Penn State ended up tying,
right,
which is what allowed for you guys to move up and be the co-champs. So did y'all knew what was going on?
Yeah, so when we were at halftime, John came in and he never talks about kind of like stats and scores and where we are with everything, but he said they're tied 0-0 right now, and which is, like you said, what we needed. And so he's like, just finish the game off strong. And then he kind of forgot about it, obviously, just being in the game and everything. But then our whole team sprinted out on the field and started screaming, and all the parents too. So I think that's when we kind of knew that we clinched it. Yeah.
Oh, that gives me chills. You know, this team has been so driven and focused all year long, and I know it was a goal of yours, of the team. So how special was it when it actually comes to fruition?
Yeah, we all came back kind of early in the summer, and that was like immediately one of the goals that we set for ourselves was to win the Big Ten conference, and just kind of putting all that work in our team, and the older girls, younger girls, like everyone has the same goals. So finally to get all that hard work paid off, it was an awesome feeling.
Not easy to win a conference title, and you guys won your last 6. Also, what's been the reaction? How neat has that been to see Husker Nation and all the excitement around here in Lincoln?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, just not knowing the school and then coming down here, the fans are amazing, just supporting every single sport. And yeah, it was just so cool to get all kind of texts from all the different teams and everything. It was a really cool feeling.
You know, from the start of the season, had a feeling that this could be a special year for this team, but even closing out, winning those last 6, what went into the final stretch to close out as strong as you guys did?
Yeah, I think our team, I don't think we lost any players actually from last year. We have a 5th year, and then the team stayed the same. So we really just wanted to kind of push ourselves and keep that goal going for the years that we've had for the hard work. So yeah, it was a really big deal for us.
That's awesome. Well, you are from Canada and played with Flo. Flo was on the show a couple weeks ago. Tell us about your journey here all the way from Canada.
Yeah, so I started playing with Flo when I was in grade 9. She was in grade 10. We're in the same, it's called the Ontario Rex program. So we kind of both had to move away at a young age to Toronto, Ontario. And then just with that team, it was we worked with the national program a little bit and the provincial program, and then some scouts from the states would come down as well. And then, yeah, just playing with her has been super awesome, and to continue that journey together is pretty cool.
How much did she help recruit you?
A lot. Yeah, she really kind of sold me on it, I think. And obviously the coaches being Canadian as well was a really big deal for me. And Nebraska feels like home to me now. So yeah, it was a really, really cool feeling to commit here.
So it's one thing to, have a friend that plays here that's telling you one thing, but what was it that sold you on wanting to play your college career here?
Yeah, again, it was the coaches for sure. That was a really big part of it. And then it was COVID time kind of during my recruiting process. So when I came down here, I was already actually committed. I had never seen Nebraska or been here, but when I came down, the football team was playing Michigan, and we got to tour all of the facilities here and everything, and just seeing the crowd and the fans and everyone, it just made me feel right at home, and I knew I had made the right decision to come here.
That's amazing. Well, you guys lead the Big Ten in goals scored, assists, shots on goals, almost every offensive statistic, and then also in the nation as well, top 5, top 10, and just about all of those statistics too. What has gone into the offensive explosion this year? And Eleanor Dale, I know, is a big part of that as well.
Yeah, Elle is an amazing part of that. Yeah, I think we just kind of we have so much talent all around the field, and then we just kind of focused on all over the summer, getting those attacking reps in, and then having Elle finish anytime you get the ball to her is really making a big difference for our team.
It's got to be a lot of fun too, and that's what Flo was saying too, when you have the kinds of scorers that you have. I mean, even Sarah Weber, and you can't really take away if you're an opposing team. You can't focus on one of those.
Exactly.
How exciting is that to watch them do what they do?
It's so amazing to play with. Just being around the amazing group that we have and all the talent, it's just so cool. Like, just knowing that anyone on our team, like, is just going to make such a big impact. And like you said, I don't know how teams would be able to mark it. So, yeah, hopefully we'll continue to exploit that a little bit in the postseason.
So Eleanor Dale has 23 goals scored, leads the country, and she's in the conversation to be National Player of the Year. So as her teammate, give me a sell. Why is she the best player in the country?
I just can't even go on to how many reasons. She is one of the hardest working players that I've met, and I just coming in from last year, like, nothing has changed for her. She's just such a driven player, and she has these goals that she set towards, and she obviously, you know, scoring all those goals is amazing, but she's such an amazing teammate to the rest of the group as well, and a great leader. So it's so amazing, and she really deserves it.
You have a great perspective of watching it all unfold, right? Because you're a midfielder. What is your perspective of what she's been able to do this season?
I honestly think anytime the ball gets to her, she is just, like, somehow finds a way to get it into the net. We joke with her that her, like, signature goal this year is, like, on the ground and kind of like a sliding to get it in the net. But anytime that you cross the ball, put it on the ground in the air, she's just so determined to get it in.
You know, you just, as a team, and we've had a few of you guys come in here since the summer, and just seems so close and so tight-knit. How important has that been to the success of the team this year, just the chemistry that you all have?
Yeah, it's a real game changer. Even knowing different girls that are across the NCAA on different soccer teams, they've all told me that no one's culture is kind of like what we have here. And again, that's another, like, team goal that we had, was to create a really close group and a great team culture going into any parts of the season. And just, I think it really puts us above different teams, having that connection on the field, but also off the field. We spend every second together, and being able to, like, connect and enjoy each other is a really big deal for us.
Yeah, it's one thing to say that and to want to do that. Everybody wants to do that. So how have you guys gone about that?
I honestly think it was just, like, the way that they recruit also, I think, plays a big part of it, that they're not just kind of looking for the soccer side of it. I think it's very similar. We all have different personalities, but it's a very similar, like, group in a sense of, like, good values, and we all just kind of want the same thing. So I think that was, like, a really big part of it. But yeah, I think we just click on and off the field.
So then, to know how close you are, I mean, how awesome was it to get to celebrate with a team like that you are so close?
Yeah, it was amazing. We had the "We Are the Champion" song going on the bus after the game. Yeah, it's really amazing to see, like, all of the hard work that every single person has put into this goal, and now to see it, like, come together. It's just, we can now celebrate each other because every single person has done so much to contribute.
So that was one goal, though, and that's the key here, is that while that was one of the goals, you're not done yet. So what was the conversation immediately? Like, hey, we're going to celebrate it, but we still have work to do.
Yeah, John joked right after the game when we were done, is just like, well, we'll be watching film on Tuesday, and that's what we did. So yeah, we just started kind of switching right off, because we had, I think it's like 12 team goals, and that was one of them that we checked off, and now we're just looking forward. And even today, our practice, we just kind of reset and focused on Ohio State and how we can kind of beat them now. Yeah.
How much does it give you confidence, though, moving forward into the postseason, knowing what you were able to do, closing it out with the Big Ten title?
Yeah, it's a huge confidence boost having, I think you said it was 6 games going into it of our winning streak. It was just, it's a really good feeling to kind of see that we have that flow. And I know a couple of the games were shutout games, and that's kind of another big goal of ours, was on the defensive end to kind of seal all that up, and then to have that go into the past couple games as well has been a big deal. So.
I also got to ask you to brag on your goalie, because she's an intern of ours, former intern of ours. Tammy had multiple shutouts during that stretch, too. How good has she been for you guys?
Amazing. So solid back there. Yeah, like, we work every single day with our defense and our goalie working together, and they've put so much hard work into it, and Sammy has just been amazing back there. Yeah.
So you've already played Ohio State, beat them back in September, 1-0. Tell us about them as a team. Are they different than how you faced them the first time? How are you guys different? What are we looking for in the matchup if we're fans going to watch it or watch it on TV? How should we look at this matchup?
Yeah, obviously they're a really strong team. Any team in the Big Ten is amazing, but Ohio State has a very strong team. They're very physical and offensive, and I think you can say we have a little bit of a rivalry with them, because last year we also played them, I think, the exact same situation, quarterfinals at home. So I think we definitely have, both teams are really passionate about the game and great coaches and everything. So I think we're just ready for a very competitive, physical game on Sunday.
Yeah, and that atmosphere a year ago is what a lot of the players that were on that team. Coach John has talked about as well that atmosphere that Husker fans provided. I know it's going to be a little chilly on Sunday,
Yep.
but how important was that last year, and will it be again this year?
Oh, it's such a game changer, especially right as like last year when we got that home seed, because we weren't so sure at last season, but this season, like knowing that we have their support, every tackle that we make, having the fans explode, that really does get us fired up, like on the bench, on the field, and it just puts them in a different mindset and us in a better one. So it's a massive deal for us.
You were telling me a chance of snow. I'm not really a weather expert around here, but you're saying chance of snow. You're used to that, though, right?
Yes.
You played in some cold weather games up there in Canada.
Yeah, there's many practices. We had to shovel the turf fields to make sure we could get some reps in. So, yeah, I think a couple of us, we have some Minnesota as well, so I think the Northerners will be okay.
It's going to feel like home for you, like
sure.
a home game. But, going into this stretch, and it's one game at a time, I know that, but, how important, what's the goal for this team in the tournament as you, again, move forward, and you guys are you've clinched an NCAA tournament berth, but how important is a good showing in the Big Ten tournament leading into that NCAA tournament?
Yeah, like you said, focusing on game by game, like we really just want to perform here and then kind of look forward to the next ones. But having a good showing, we just really want to continue this momentum that we have, and I think we're all in a good headspace right now going into it, so I think we just want to continue that and keep looking forward. Yep.
You have any secrets for people that are bundling up to stay warm out there?
Well, maybe some heating pads if you can get some to like maybe put them in mitts or something like that.
Maybe they'll be giving away hot chocolate.
Yeah.
They'll have hot chocolate there
Yeah,
at the concession stand. But
sure.
again, get out there and watch Nebraska Soccer, the Big Ten champs, as they begin their postseason run in the Big Ten tournament on Sunday against Ohio State, 1 o'clock out at Hibner. Tickets are on sale, huskers.com/tickets to get those and get on out and support these Huskers. They've been fantastic all season, and now, hey, it's just beginning, right?
Yes, for sure.
Sadie Waite, appreciate your time. Great stuff, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.